Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. So for this video, I feel like it's going to be an exciting one, or at least for me anyway, because I am going to be reading ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, for the first time ever. Now, I have to say, I have absolutely no idea what this book, what this series is about. Obviously, on certain social medias, I've heard names floating about, like the Night Call and things like this, but I absolutely have no idea what is inside this book or what's to come, etc. For this one, I don't know whether to make it a spoiler-free vlog or to just literally say all my faults, but it will be in the title anyway. I am going to put some ambience on. I put reading in the Night Call ambience on. I have no idea what the Night Call is, but I'm excited to find out. And yeah, let's crack on with it. I'm so excited. I've literally just opened the first page and there we have a map. But is this supposed to be like a knockoff map of England? Like, it just looks really similar. Like, there's Ireland and then like there's England and whatnot, but obviously I've just seen the Night Call at the top, Spring Call, Summer Call, Autumn Call. I must admit, a lot of people love seeing a map in a book. It kind of daunts me. Like, I find it a little bit daunting when I have a map, just because I feel like we're going to be thrown here, there and everywhere. Obviously, it's so nice to have that map to look back on and to refer to, but it does make me a bit scared in the fact that I'm thinking I'm going to get lost in the plot. But hey ho, let's go. Okay, little reading update. I'm now on chapter 3, so I've read 2 chapters, page 20, and I have thoughts already. So obviously our main character is Feyre. Why is she doing all this for her family? Maybe I am quite cold and quite heartless, but if my family treat me the way that they treat Feyre, there is no way I would be going outside, hunting food for them, hunting for skins. I just wouldn't. The fact that they didn't chop any wood for her as well, like, I would just be like, okay, everyone's going cold today. You're not having any wood on the fire. You're not having breakfast in the morning. You're having no food. I want Feyre to grow a backbone. So obviously we've now been introduced to Elaine, who I believe is a younger sister, and then Nesta, who is the older sister. And my God, Nesta, what a cow she is. Now, if someone spoke to me the way Nesta is speaking to Feyre, no, it just wouldn't happen, because I would have to say something back. Like, there is no way I'd let someone talk to me like that. And the fact she just, I'm still caught up on the fact that she didn't chop her wood. But yeah, I'm not fully on board with Nesta yet. Elaine, I'm not too sure about Elaine as well. I feel like she could do more to help. And I don't like the excuse of she just doesn't know that she can help. No, she knows she can help. So I'm a little bit like, at the moment, I'm really rooting for Feyre to grow a backbone and, yeah, sort her sisters out. And even her father. But it seems like, obviously, they were quite wealthy. They were a wealthy family, and now they have absolutely nothing. I just had to come on and just say something, because I was like, I could not believe the attitude they are giving her. Like, she has just come home. Sorry, my ambience is really loud, isn't it? She has just come home with food for you, and you can't even chop the wood. I don't know, but let's carry on. I am enjoying it though. At the moment, like, I was told that the first book is like very slow, maybe setting the scene and whatnot, but I actually love a book that sets the scene anyway. I love to get to know the surroundings, the setting, and to like really visualize what's happening, where they are, the setting, etc. So far so good. Obviously only 20 pages in, so it's very, very early on, but let's carry on. update. I am now on chapter 6. Feyre, remember when I said that she was hunting and she brought food back for her family? Well, it turns out that that was actually a fae. That wasn't a wolf. That was a fae. And now she has to pay the price because another fae has basically demanded that she goes back to their Feyland. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Perinthian? I'm totally butchering these pronunciations. I'm sorry. I think it's Prithium. That's how I'm saying it in my head. Could totally be wrong. Maybe I should check how to pronounce all these words. So she has to go back to his land and they have just made it to the Ball Dart. So that is where I am at the end of chapter 6. I'm assuming she's now going to be captive because if you kill a fae, then I'm sorry, you have to give the fae a human life. And it seems like Feyre, she's got the short straw. I mean, I say she's got the short straw, but she did actually kill that wolf/fae. So I still feel like, was it a fae? Because if that wolf was actually a fae, then would he not maybe transform? I mean, I don't know how this world works, but I just feel like maybe he would transform into his fae self, or I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm still in two minds whether I believe that was an actual fae wolf or if that was just a really big wolf. But then why would there just be a really big wolf walking around? I don't know. I don't trust it at the moment. Even though I'm going to finish this day here, I'm going to go read in bed because I need to know what happens. So I will update you tomorrow. Hello, it is now the next day. I'm hauled up in bed. Oh, can you see my cat? I'm hauled up in bed because I'm freezing, but I have put my heating on. I am in my bed. I've got my cat with me as well, and I thought I would give you an ACOTAR update. Now, from what I heard from quite a few people actually, especially on TikTok, is that the first book and the first half of the book just isn't that great, or not that it's not great, just they tell me to stick with it, don't worry, stick with it, just it gets better. I don't know what I'm sticking with because I am absolutely inhaling this book. Now, I don't know if because maybe obviously it's the first book, we're setting up the scene and whatnot, but I kid you not, I cannot get enough of this book. Now, I don't know if it's because obviously we're setting the scene a little bit. We was at Feyre's hometown. Now we're at the spring court, how things work and whatnot. So I do feel like maybe that's why people say, just stick with it. But I love setting the scene. I think it's needed, especially for fantasies. So I thought as I was reading, I would make some notes, but I've only got one note that I've put down. And that was the wolf really was fairy. So we found out that obviously Feyre's captor is called Tamlin. Now, obviously I have no idea what this book is about. Honestly, plot-wise of this book, I could not tell you a Scooby-Doo. But names I could because they are everywhere on TikTok and social media and whatnot. But tell me why I always thought Tamlin was a woman. Yeah, apparently not. Tamlin is a man. And may I just add, I like Tamlin. I feel so sorry for him. I feel like he's such a tortured soul just trying to do the best. And obviously there's been this curse on his call and he just wants to make it right for everyone. I am loving Tamlin. And obviously his little sidekick, Lucian, I'm enjoying him. The magic/powers that kept kind of bad entities from entering their court has kind of diminished, the powers no longer. So we are getting a lot of bad creatures, bad spirits, etc. I don't really know what to call them, but we are getting a lot more of those within the spring court. So Tamlin is trying his hardest to get them out, especially one called a bog. He's just trying his best, man. I mean, he just wants his court to thrive. At the moment, I have a very soft spot for Tamlin. I am on chapter 16, page 138. So Feyre has gone into the woods. She is trying to trap a Suriel, which she's done successfully. But these bad entities, well, we've got another one that's come along for the ride. And they are called, I want to say Naga. And she managed to kill one with a bow and arrow, which again, I'm questioning. I'm like, would a bow and arrow do as much damage as to kill them if they are some really powerful, dark creatures. I don't know, but she managed to kill one. And anyway, long story short, who comes to her rescue? Of course, we've got Tamlin. And Tamlin rescues her, kills the remaining naggers that are kind of preying her down. And I'm assuming now they go back to the court. And straight away, I knew that Tamlin was the High Lord. Like, that was pretty obvious. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a mini twist, but I'm assuming not, because it was so obvious. But obviously, we now know that Tamlin is kind of the High Lord of this court. I'm absolutely loving this so much. So I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to start reading. Update. I have just read chapter 17 and I need to know who she is, because who the hell ripped the wings off of this poor man? Well, not man, Faye. Who is she? I feel like Nikki from Big Brother. That may be a very niche UK reference right there. I felt so sorry for that Faye with his wings ripped off. Like, what the hell? Now, I did know that there were a lot of people call them bat boys. I'm assuming they're from the summer court because that's where this man was from. Other than that, I have no idea. But I'm just thinking of like, oh my God, ripping a wing off, like anything. That's just so cruel. So you betcha I'm reading on, but I just had to kind of like speak because I need to speak to someone. What is going on? Also, Tamlin, I'm sorry. I really like him. I really, really like him. I'm worried that he's going to do like a 180 and he's going to become like a really horrible person or whatnot. But I really, really like him. Feyre, again, still really enjoying, really like her. I think she's a great FMC at the moment. And she's like 19. So I'm assuming she's going to like really grow into something because obviously there's 5 books, but we shall see. I actually don't know where this is going. I mean, I say that. I feel like it's clearly obvious that maybe Feyre and Tamlin might be catching feelings or, you know, something along those lines. I feel like as it is right now, like my prediction for the ending, which I know is going to be totally incorrect, I feel like Feyre is going to kind of stick by Tamlin's side and she's not going to want to leave the Feyland. That's how I see it. But I am really excited to see what the other courts are because obviously we're in Spring Court. The Fae with the wings was from the Summer Court. Have to carry on reading. I'm so obsessed. Oh my, I feel so much for Lucien. I'm just reading what Tamlin has said about Lucien's past, about how his father and 2 eldest brothers basically killed his like fiance right in front of him and made him watch. And man, oh man, I feel so, what is happening to me? Books don't normally make me go like this. Like, I don't know how to explain this feeling. Like, I feel so invested and I'm only 160 pages in and there are another 4 books to get through. So they keep bringing up this sentence, stay with the High Lord, you'll be safe. She's going to be out of the Spring Court, isn't she? Someone's going to take her. She's going to go to another court. I don't know what court. She's not going to stay with Tamlin. That's my next prediction. I feel like something's going to go severely wrong because we've got still quite a bit to go. We've got over halfway. I'm on page 169 and I do feel like it's a little bit too safe at the moment. I feel like something major's going to happen and I'm just foreshadowing that she's going to be kidnapped or taken, or she's just going to go to another court. A court that is not as nice as Spring. Right, I'm on chapter 20. And why is Feyre going to this ritual when she was told not to, under no circumstances? Now in my head I'm thinking something deserves to happen to you right now because you've deliberately not listen to Tamlin. And even though I know he's holding her captive, I know he's still been quite nice to her. He's been quite open with her. He's, I would believe him. Maybe this is my problem, but I would believe him. I mean, I'm assuming something's going to happen to Feyre right now. I've just finished chapter 21 and, okay. I feel like it's going to get very saucy soon. I don't know why. I just still feel sorry for Tamlin. I'm so hooked on Tamlin. I'm going to be so upset if he turns out to be like a bad guy. Yeah, I think I have a sweet spot for Tamlin. And the thing is, I never ever hear or see Tamlin on like people's ACOTAR posts, like, on TikTok, and they always have like, oh, my book boyfriend. It will always be someone called Rysand, or I don't know, one of these bat boys. I don't even know what they're called. But no one ever says Tamlin, unless I've just got a well of a ride to come in the future books. Who knows? Oh my God. Okay, let's go. So currently I'm on chapter 24, page 213, and Feyre and Tamlin are making me giddy. I don't normally get like this. I don't normally get like this, but I am loving them. I'm just really willing them for a happy ending, which is so stupid because we're halfway through book one. A happy ending is not going to happen, and I feel like I'm going to be sad at some point throughout this book. I'm really struggling to see where people say, just stick with the first half. Stick with the first half. Mate, I'm hooked with the first half. If this is how I'm hooked on the first half, how am I going to be with the other books? Because apparently they're absolutely amazing. I feel like I'm in for a real treat, and I cannot take this smile off my face. So I'm going to finish this portion here. Am I going to stop reading tonight? No, I'm going to get into bed and I'm going to read a couple more chapters, I think, because I don't want to stop reading. So I will see you tomorrow, and I will give you a little catch up on what I've read. Hello, we are now on the next day. I'm back in bed. My husband has just given me a cozy hot water bottle for my feet. I have got a nighttime tea, and I'm ready to delve into more of ACOTAR. Now, I read some last night, and currently my next chapter is going to be chapter 28, page 249. Now, I have thoughts. So, where are we now? At the Great Rite, that little ritual thing, Feyre came across someone who was very powerful, or gave that impression. We have now found out that his name is Rysand. I've heard this name here, there, everywhere. And it seems like he is part of the Night Court. Now, he is obviously with someone called Amarantha, and it seems like they're part of the Night Court, and they don't seem to be liked. Now, what I gathered from it is obviously there's a spell on, I don't know if I've spoken about this before, but there's like a spell on them where they have like masks, like masquerade masks on them, and they can't take them off. And I think that happened around 50 years ago. I feel like the Night Court implemented this curse on them, from what the conversations were saying. And honestly, I know so many people love Rysand. Why did he make my man Tamlin big? No, I didn't like that. I felt so sorry for him. I'm so sorry. I have such a sweet spot for Tamlin. I have to admit it. I have such a sweet spot. And when he made him go down on the floor and beg, nah, I weren't okay with that. So at the moment, I do not like Rysand. I don't know who he is. I don't know how powerful he is. I don't like him. I do not like him. But I've just read chapter 27, and it was a little bit spicy. I mean, actually, it was very, very tame. But that is what I like. So this, fair enough. There are some words in here that is a bit, okay. But I like the spicy, because it wasn't too spicy, you know? We all know what my relationship with spice is in books. And actually, this one was pretty good. I feel like there's not going to be much more spice with how the storyline is going. But who knows? There could be twists, there could be turns. Why have I waited so long to start this? Like, why have I waited so long? Oh, so then also, I'm guessing she is this Amarantha person, right? I'm guessing she is Amarantha. And I do have one question. Not question, but I was reading it and I was thinking, because obviously Rysand asked Feyre what her name was and she didn't give her real name. But if he could look into her mind, because obviously he was spouting what her inner thoughts in that was, I was thinking surely he would know what her name is. Now, obviously, I know we don't think about what our name is. Like, I don't go around thinking, oh, my name is blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I feel like maybe there's a loophole there. And I just thought, I feel like Rysand, as powerful as he is, would know that Feyre has lied about her name. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But anyway, I'm going to stop chatting now because I just want to read. Don't think I'm going to finish today. I'm going to try and read as much as I possibly can because I would love to edit this tomorrow. Yes, edit this vlog for tomorrow. I don't know why I give myself these really tight time frames because 99.9% of the time I never reach them. But let's stop yapping and let's start reading. The glamour didn't work on Nesta. What? And do you know what? I was just about to say as well, like, why has Feyre gone back to her hometown? This might get a little bit boring, you know. I weren't too keen on her. I was thinking, where is this going to go? The glamour didn't work on Nesta. The glamour didn't work on Nesta. Okay. And Nesta has gone so far up in my expectations because she went looking for her. That is a sisterly bond. She went looking for her. She went to the wall. I don't trust Elaine. I don't know. She's making me feel uneasy. Not much has happened, but I just feel like she's two-faced. Like, I feel like she's going to do some backstabbing. You know? I actually like Nesta. After that, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, Nesta has been making me laugh with some of the things she says. But after that, I'm like, yes, I really like Nesta. But Elaine seems just a bit like she would screw you over. So, yeah, I'm not 100% on Elaine just yet. Oh my god. There's no treaty. Tamlin, you sneaky. Oh my god. There is no treaty. Andras was a sacrifice. Oh my god. She had to tell him that she loved him. That's why he kept saying, I love you. Oh my god, is Tamlin bad? Tamlin is only trying to free his court of this curse. Oh my god. And I was like, I love Tamlin. I have a sweet spot for Tamlin. I have a sweet spot for a snake. I must say, Feyre is taking this very well. I just feel like Tamlin lied to her. And she's just like, I still have to save him. Right, I know Feyre wants to help Tamlin. What's she going to do? She's not going to defeat Amarantha. Like, she's a human. She's not a fae. And I know Tamlin obviously let her go because he loved her. He still lied. And a big lie. What's Feyre going to do? She's not going to do anything. Oh my God, right, I just have to read on. Right, I've read this sentence twice now in this book, and both times it's made me feel uncomfortable. And that is, my bowels turned watery. I never want to hear that again. I never want to read that again. But I have a feeling I am, because this is the first book of Sarah J. Maas's that I'm reading. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of watery bowels on the horizon. She's agreed to Amaranth's tasks. And now she's getting beaten up to a pulp. This has got so interesting. And I cannot wait to see what these tasks are. Are we going to see these tasks in this book? I've got 110 pages left for 3 tasks that take place once a month at full moon. No, I feel like it's going to carry on into the next book. What is going on? What is going on? This is absolutely insane. Good morning. It is now the next day, and I'm actually working from home today. I've actually woke up early to read this book. When I work from home, I normally get up about 8:30, get myself ready, go on the computer. I got myself up an hour earlier, 7:30, just so I could read a bit more of this book. So I think that tells you everything you need to know about this. I've got to the part where I think Feyre's going to have her first trial. So I'm not going to dilly-dally here. I'm just going to get right on into it. So let's see how much we can read before work. I have my coffee, I have my ambience, and I also have a lovely little autumn blanket if I get cold. So I'm ready. Let's go. The first trial is the maze, I think. Okay, so actually, when I said earlier about Rysand not knowing her name, maybe he did, and he obviously... I'm a bit silly, ain't I? Obviously, he must have known her name, but just chose not to say anything, so she didn't have to, die. Wow, that was such a basic sentence, but you know what I mean? Sorry. Everything's just coming together in my head. So much is happening! She's made her own stepping stool. Why is this so good? Why is this so good? Oh my God, Feyre is a friggin' badass. Cynical me here. Would that big fat massive worm die from a few impaled bones? I don't know, but you know what? I'm just going to believe it because Feyre, she's a fucking badass. Oh my God. Why do I feel like Rysand's going to turn on them? Oh, I don't know. Also, the night court. I assume the night court would be bloody gorgeous, you know? What a nightmare. What an actual nightmare. Rysand wants Feyre. After the trials. Oh my God, he's so sneaky. What is going on? Everyone wants everyone. Everyone wants to kill everyone. This is crazy. Is she going to take this offer? Oh my God, don't do it. Just 2 weeks. 2 weeks is half the month, lady. So half the year she's with Rysand. Oh, don't do it. Oh, she's bargaining. Okay. Little haggler. I like it. A week, a month with Rysand. This ain't good. It's now my lunch break. I'm back to reading. And I feel like Rysand is actually a good egg. Obviously, he's doing bad things, but I actually feel like he's protecting people, but he has to give the illusion that he's on this Amarantha's side and is doing what she says. So like when she asks him to kill someone, like this High Lord of the Summer Court, I feel like he might have been escaping with more than just himself, but he's told Amarantha that he was on his own. And I feel like he's doing little things like that, which may mean he's actually on the opposite side of Amarantha, but trying to keep her sweet, and he has to kind of obey what she says. That's my thinking at the moment. The second trial, Lucien's there. If she doesn't do this trial, Lucien is dead. What the hell? No, surely not. Surely not. How hard is it to pull some levers, right? The right levers. She's an FMC in a fantasy book. She sure as hell knows what she's doing. Oh my God, she can't read. She can't read the letters. Surely Lucien, though, could tell her what she needs to read. You know? Because he's only on the other side and there's holes in the wall, it seems like, unless I've read that incorrectly. Okay, they've just answered it again for me. Oh, why am I need to tell myself to finish reading the page before I start talking to you guys. But it just says that Lucien is too far away for him to read the words. Whether I believe that. Surely Fae have some like supersonic sight as well as supersonic hearing. You know? Oh my God, yeah, he has an enhanced metal eye. No, I don't believe that. I believe he could see that. I mean, I'm saying that. I didn't write the book. Oh my God. Her hand is pain. Is this Rysand helping her again? Please tell me Rysand's not doing this to be horrible. Like, I'm scared the last lever he's going to like make her do the wrong one and then Lucien's going to die. No! I have just finished work for the day, so my plan is to just read the final stretch. I have about 40 pages left and I just need to know what happens. I think I'm gonna start reading about the third trial. Obviously something's gonna go wrong and then whatever happens, that's gonna set up the second book, I'm assuming, but who knows? I just have to find out. Feyre and Tamlin are basically getting it on in this little room and you're telling me they're not going to get found out. That was such a silly decision. Who comes in the door? Rysand. I mean, we could have planned this. We knew this was going to happen. Why would you do this? I mean, it's lucky that it was Rysand, because if it was anyone else, they would just be like killed right on the spot, right there and then. So, interesting choices. I've done it again. Rysand just said, "You're a fool, Feyre. Do you have any idea what could have happened to you if Amarantha found you two in here?" Wise words, Rysand. Exactly that. What the hell? I'm getting whiplash. Rysand has just kissed Feyre. He's a goodie. He has to be a goodie. Rysand, man. Oh, I'm so confused, but he's helping her. Oh, poor Tamlin. Oh no, 3 figures with brown sacks tied to their heads. We're dragged in by the guards. Please tell me that's not her family. Oh no, they're 3 fairies. Okay. I mean, that's obviously she's got to do something horrible to them. She has to stab the fairies with ash. Oh my God. Oh my, she killed him. She killed the Fae. What is the betting that Lucien is the last one under this hood? Like underneath that sack. Oh my God, she's killed the second one. Oh my God, Amarantha is evil. Oh my God. It's Tamlin. Oh. I don't know why, I just didn't expect that. What's she gonna do? Oh my God, she's gonna try a bluff. A heart of stone Is that really possible? I don't know why I'm saying is that possible, because it's a bloody fantasy book. Anything's possible. She stabbed Tamlin. She stabbed Tamlin. Oh my god, is this why no one ever mentions Tamlin? Because actually he died in the first book. Can he have a heart of stone? Is that really possible? Okay, it seems like he does have a heart of stone, or a heart of something that's not flesh. Rice Hand has launched himself at Amarantha. Rice Hand was a good one all along. Oh my god. The twists, the turns. She's got the riddle. Well, I'm assuming she's got the riddle. She said the riddle is love. And if the riddle is love, I feel like that's a lame riddle. Now, that might come across as mean, but why would she put a riddle as love, which realistically could be quite easy to get because she is in love with Tamlin? You know, I don't know. I feel like someone like Amarantha would not put the answer to a riddle as love. But hey ho, what do I know? He killed her. No, Feyre's not dead. Feyre is not dead. That's just silly. Oh, yeah, she's alive. Is Feyre now Fae? Is she immortal? I guess that was the only outcome, wasn't it, though, if she had already died? I feel like that was the only outcome. And I feel like that happens a lot. Do you remember that clip earlier when I was like, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? She solved the riddle. She solved that silly riddle. And she saved everyone. For book 1, anyway. I finished. Where does book 2 go? How is there 5 books? This could have been a 1 book. This could have been a happy ending, man. I feel like some things are going to go down. Oh my god, this was amazing. This was incredible. I don't know what I expected of this book, but it wasn't this. I don't know. I'm so glad and happy that I've managed to like steer clear of all spoilers. I just have no idea where the plot is going, what happens in these books. All I know is names. But that's no good if you don't know the plot. So I'm actually so thankful I don't know anything about these books. I fear I'm going to have to like just binge read these now. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to read the next one pretty soon, maybe 1 a month. I actually really enjoyed Sarah J. Maas's writing as well, other than the watery bows, which I don't think anyone's going to appreciate. I actually really enjoyed her writing style. It really kept me on hook. I think I'm going to give this one 4.5. I don't think it can be a 5-star for me just because there were some things that I was questioning, and like the bit in the middle where they went back to her hometown, I just feel like maybe it wasn't needed. So I don't think I can rate this a 5-star, but a 4.5 for sure. I love this one. I don't know why I've waited so long to read this. Why? Do you know what? I know why. It's because of the hype. If something has such a big hype, I tend to not gravitate towards it because I know, well, clearly I don't, but I always feel like the hype doesn't match the book. And it just, you know, goes over my head. But this one, and apparently like this is like one of the least favourite in the series. So I've got a wow of a time upcoming. But on that note, I'm going to leave this one here. I mean, I finished ACOTAR. There's not much more I can do. So I just want to say thank you so much if you're still here watching. Honestly, it means the world to me. Like, and the fact that I can share my experience of ACOTAR. Like, I'm so glad I've kind of documented this because I just never thought I'd get around to this book. But if you did enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. I would love to have you. I'd love to talk all things books with you, especially this series. And I will hopefully catch you in the next one. Bye.